Giuseppe DiPasquale. I'm an owner at Legacy Construction, which is also Legacy Industries. My partner and I, Roland, started the company just about 4 years ago now. Technically, I met Alan years ago, briefly, and then when our business started to grow, we started out, I assume much like most businesses start out, on the smaller scale, kind of unsure of where we were headed. But once we got further along and started to grow, we realized that our financial side of the table, primarily accounting side of the table, really needed some attention, more professional level. So we reached out, asked our network for recommendations, and thankfully, for our sake, we got 2 strong recommendations back with the same name. So that was Alan Thriftley. I reached out to Alan, introduced Alan to myself again, Roland, and then our other partner, Blake. And now Alan has really gotten his hands around the whole business. You got to start in pieces, especially when you have so many scattered items like we had. But now that he has all of the pieces of the puzzle, we're certainly in a better place. So the advising, mainly that accounting, the advising, has really done wonders for us. It was really just right time, right place. We were at a place where we knew that we didn't really know the practices, the proper accounting, I guess to say, and we knew that we needed to take the next step up. We just didn't know who to contact. But like I said, we got to asking around, and especially with peers, mentors of ours that have already made it in the world. Once you hear 2 completely different groups recommend the same name, it just kind of makes sense to reach out to Alan. I would say Exceed. I would think that at first he obviously met them. I think one of the best things that I could say is the professionalism, that is not a salesman. He's not coming to entice your business. You're asking for his service, and he treats it very professionally. So I remember on our first visit, when Alan came to introduce himself, it was almost like interviewing us to see, number one, if we had the need for his service, and then second, if he felt like he could help and really make the difference for us. And thankfully, like I said, it was right time, right place. We definitely had the need, and right away he met us head on and fully engaged. So like, I couldn't name all the pieces that we had of this puzzle. We run 3, sometimes 4 separate businesses almost under one roof, and all of those pieces have been put back in the puzzle. So when I say exceed, it's not just what we have currently going on, it's that outlook going forward, planning for the future. I think that's probably the best attribute, is that future planning. Immediate, always available. I think I could speak on behalf of most of the normal working world that, especially in accounting, maybe we all kind of let things slide, and you don't really know all of those finer details, so you kind of put it off, postpone. But Alan's just not a postpone kind of guy. He keeps you on point. Calls, emails, text. I'm not saying he hounds you, but he's not going to let something fall by the wayside. Yes, hopefully Alan's not going anywhere, so we won't have that. Yes, with my situation, mine was kind of unique, I guess, in the sense that I have other personal business. I have obviously personal taxes like anybody else in the world, and then we have Legacy Industries, so Legacy Construction. And anyway, I didn't intend for that. We brought Alan on to try and help sort out the legacy piece, And in the midst, I started to share with Alan about my personal taxes and that I have a firm that takes care of it, so to speak, but I needed to look into it. There were just too many things that were going on. I was getting letters from the IRS. There's penalties, late fees, I mean, you name it. Every time I turned around, I was writing a check for some tax that I truly didn't understand. So after sharing with Alan, looking into the situation, he doesn't really do anything halfway. He took the whole project on. So now it is my personal taxes, my outside of legacy business taxes, and the legacy business tax. I don't think you often find time to thank people for what they do and how much it means to you, but we, all of us here at Legacy, and especially me, would like to give Alan a big thank you for all that he's done, and we're looking forward to the future.